Hello students, I am Kinjal Parmar. Welcome to the video lecture series of microprocessor and microcontroller. Our today's topic is Introduction to Microprocessor. So let's start with the definition of microprocessor. Microprocessor is a programmable, multi-purpose, clock-driven, register-based electronic device that reads binary instructions from a storage device called memory, accept binary data as input and process data according to those instructions and provide results as an output. This microprocessor is a programmable, that means we can program according to our requirement. Multi-purpose, that means it can perform varieties of operations depending on requirement. Clock driven, that means microprocessor is basically synchronous device. Here we apply clock to perform various types of operation in a synchronous manner. Register based electronic device, that means it has some register which can store data, and then we can apply instructions, we can apply command to perform varieties of operations. So it reads instructions, it accepts binary data as input and process data according to those instructions, according to those commands, and provide result as output. This microprocessor is an electronic component that is used by computer to do its work. This microprocessor is basically a device of a central processing unit. Okay, it is a basically central processing unit on a single integrated circuit chip containing millions of very small components including transistor, resistor and diode that works together. This microprocessor is a basically central processing unit on a single integrated circuit platform with various types of transistor, resistors and diode to perform varieties of tasks. Here we have a basic architecture of a standard computers. In a computers we have an input device, output device and a memory, and this CPU that means basically a microprocessor in which we have a mainly three components, that is first ALU, arithmetic logic unit, control unit and register array. This ALU is basically used to perform varieties of arithmetic logic unit. This control unit basically control the flow of data and control varieties of operations provided in a arithmetic logic unit. This register array is basically used to store data which are processed. Okay, so this is basically a standard computer in which we use this microprocessor. So this microprocessor indicates its task with its basic components. So here in a processor we have a basic components that are arithmetic logic unit, control unit and register array. Next here we have this evaluation of microprocessor. The microprocessor has become a more essential part of many gadgets. The evaluation of microprocessor can be categorized according to the generation and according to the size of microprocessor. This evaluation of microprocessor was divided into a 5 generations such as first, second, third, fourth and fifth generation. So let's discuss one by one. Here we have a first generation microprocessor. The first generation microprocessor were introduced in the year of 1971 to 1972 by Intel Corporation. It was named Intel 4004 since it was a 4-bit processor. It was a processor on a single chip. It could perform simple arithmetic and logical operations such as addition, subtraction, Boolean OR and Boolean AND operations. So this first generation processor 404 is basically designed to perform a simple arithmetic operations. This first generation microprocessor had a control unit capable of performing control function like fetching and instructions from a storage device, then decoding it and then generating control pulse to execute it. Next we have a second generation microprocessor. The second generation microprocessor were introduced in 1973 again by Intel. It was a first 8-bit microprocessor which could perform arithmetic and logical operations on 8 bits. It was Intel 8008 and another improved version of Intel 8085. Then next we have a third generation microprocessor. The third generation microprocessor introduced in 1978 were represented by Intel's 8086, Xylon Z800 and 80286, which were 16-bit processor with performance like mini computer. Next we have a fourth generation microprocessor. As many industries converted from commercial microprocessor to in-house design, the fourth generation microprocessor are entered in an outstanding design with 1 million of transistors. So here we have a then fourth generation microprocessor, and this fourth generation microprocessor are designed with the several different companies. So 32-bit microprocessor are developed, but the most popular one is Intel 80386. Next there is a fifth generation microprocessor. From 1995 we are in a fifth generation microprocessor. After 80856, Intel came out with a new processor, namely Pentium processor, followed by a Pentium Pro CPU, which allows multiple CPU in a single system to achieve multiple processing. So here the other improved 64-bit processor are Celeron Dual Quad octa-core processor. This dual quad octa-core processor are basically a faster processing processors. Okay, so this fifth generation microprocessor were introduced here with dual quad octa-core processor. Here we have a various microprocessor, that is 4004, 8085, 8086, 80286, 80386, 80486, then Pentium series like Pentium Pro, Pentium 2, Pentium 3 and so on. Then we have a Intel Core 2 processor, then we have a i3, i5, i7 generation processor. Okay, so we have a different types of microprocessors, and here this basic ICs and basic circuitry shows the example of our microprocessor. Here this Intel Core i7 microprocessor is represented. This microprocessor are basically categorized, and here we have a one table which shows the microprocessor, year of invention, its length, and what are the features or what are the identity of that microprocessor. First we have a 4004 microprocessor. It invented in 1971, 4-bit first microprocessor. Then we have a 8085 processor, year of invention is 1976, word length is 8-bit, so it is popular 8-bit processor. Then we have a 8086 microprocessor which invented in 1978. This is 16-bit microprocessor widely used in a PC XT. This 80286 is invented in a 1982, 16-bit processor widely used in a PC AD. This 80386 is invented in 1985, 32-bit microprocessor. It includes MMU on chip. Then we have a 80486 microprocessor. This invented in a 1989, 32-bit processor. It had 1.2 million transistor on a single platform. Then it next processor is a Pentium processor, which invented in a 1993, 32-bit processor. It includes 2 ALUs, 2 cache memory and 7.5 million transistor. Then this Pentium series are also there, Pentium Pro, Pentium 2, Pentium 3, Pentium 4 and so on. Next here we have a Itanium processor. It is invented in a 2001. This is 64-bit processor. This is 64-bit EPIC processor. So this all are the our various microprocessor. So what are the working, how this microprocessor works? So the microprocessor follows a sequence to execute the instructions, which is fetch, decode and execute. In a microprocessor we can instruct microprocessor, we can give command into the microprocessor. So what are the commands and whatever the instructions are given to microprocessor, first microprocessor fetch the instructions, okay, microprocessor fetch the instructions from a memory unit, and then after fetching the instructions it decodes in the language which processor can understand, okay. So if we fetch the instructions add, then this add instructions is basically decoded by a control unit. This control unit provide binary patterns. This control unit provide binary patterns related to this instructions, and according to that binary pattern whatever the operations are applied to the processor is then executed. So a microprocessor follows a sequence to execute any instructions is fetch, decode and execute. Here we have various features of a microprocessor that are low cost, high speed, small size, versatile, low power consumption, less heat generation, reliable and portable. So these all are the features of a microprocessor. Due to this all the feature, microprocessor gain so much interest for a various processing tasks. Thank you.